Hey, what's up, garden friends? How's everybody doing? I am fantastic because I'm planting up my clam. I've replanted this every single year, and this year the video I did where I planted it up in what was it, like May or June? I forgot to post it, and I wasn't really thrilled with how it came out anyways, but maybe I will have released that by the time this comes out anyways. I don't know. But as it is, I'm replanting this for fall and winter. Really, not everything on the table is going in here. Some of these things are just here because I've run out of space for a lot of the plants. But overall, what I want to do is I want to get these ornamental cabbages in the back. I want those in there. They're a flowering variety that gets tall and stemmy. I think that's going to look really neat. And then we have some lobularias here in the front. Variety of different pansies. I also have these euphorbias here, which I don't think I'm going to end up using. Actually purchased these for a separate planter, and they ended up not really working out aesthetically how I wanted them to. I don't really see them fitting in this either, at least not both the different varieties. There's the Ascot Rainbow, which is this variegated variety, and then Euphorbia Blackbird, which is one with the darker foliage. Unfortunately, it's kind of hard to see. You see those white specks on the blackbird? Those are mealybugs. And these just came from the nursery, like straight from the car to back here. So I'm not really thrilled about that. So I won't even be doing anything with that until I remove those. So anyways, that's enough talking. I just kind of want to have fun with this, start planting it up. Gonna be some cooler tones in here. Not really going super fallish. I do have some extra peppers, but I don't think they're going to fit. I'm gonna go with get the bones in here and kind of play around with it and see what I like. I have 3 of these ornamental kales here. I think I called them cabbages earlier. They're not, they're kales. These are a flowering variety, or I should say one that's made great for cut flowers. They get long, tall stems on them, and they end up looking really cool. Not really certain about their cold hardiness though. That's the only thing I'm not sure about. I haven't actually grown this variety myself before. I've just kind of oohed and awed at pictures of them. I know they're planted a little bit wonkily, if that's a word, but that's because I want them to have like this kind of sea creature appearance as they grow up. These, normally you don't want your kales and cabbages to go up, because that's bolting, but they're supposed to do that. Okay, and there it is. Oh, whoops. There it is. I'm always reluctant doing pansies in videos just because I've noticed whenever I plant them, they tend to look kind of junky from the get-go. Just, they don't seem, they fall. They fall a lot, is what I'm trying to say. When you transplant them from their 6-pack, you get the idea. You kind of get the same effect with the alyssum, the lobularia here in the front. That also happens with that too. But overall, I like how this came out. There's a few different varieties of pansies, and these kind of white and purple guys back here that, again, see how they're falling over? They'll bounce back up. It just takes them a minute. Those are the colossal white purple wing pansies. I like those a lot. And then the only other ones that actually have a label that aren't just assorted pansies are these kind of peachy, orangey, pinky ones. And those are the antique shades pansies. I really like the warm color that they have. It doesn't fully go with everything that's in here, but because there's the yellow mixed in with the assorted pansies, I just kind of thought I'm going to go ahead and give it a try. Also, I just realized the water might be really loud behind me. If it is, I'm very sorry. Oh, and the kale. I told y'all that it was one of the ornamental kales that grows up. It's like a floral kale. But I don't think I said what kind it was. It's the crane bicolor. They get really pretty coloration in their centers, that white and then that rosy pink. And then and I'll insert a picture right now of the floral kales being nice and tall. Kind of gives that impression of, it reminds me of like a sea creature. And the alyssum is kind of foamy and whatnot. Nice drifts. It's going to smell really nice. And speaking of the alyssum, those are the clear crystal mix. Pardon the dirty nails. Y'all know what I was just doing. But yeah, you see what I was saying? I don't think peppers are going to fit in here. It doesn't go. Not going to work for me. The thing I like about this combination of plants is, one, well, they're all cool growing plants. In theory with the kale, like I said, I haven't grown this variety before, but if it's like the other varieties, then it should keep on going throughout the winter time, depending on how bad the winter is. So between the kale, the pansies, and the lobularia, there should be seasonal interest going on here. The pansies, typically, those will keep going for me all winter. Sometimes they get a little bit crummy looking in the dead of winter when it's really cold, but they bounce back in the springtime, and that's what I want. So basically, even if the kale die back, then this will still have the pansies in it in the spring when I don't have anything else growing outside. It'll just look nice. Now the lobularia, that'll be done. That's not a winter plant, but they are cool growers. They grow a lot in the heat too, the new varieties. But just your regular lobularias, they're going to do a lot better with the cool temperatures and whatnot of the fall. And they cascade very nicely over the front, and even more so once this establishes itself. And that's all there is to it, just a cool season planter, or a cool season clam planter, I should say. Said those yellows and peaches maybe don't quite go with everything, but in the spring I'm going to be happy that I have those colors in there. I mean, I think they do fit, they're just not very fall-like, but I'm thinking ahead to spring, and in the springtime I'll be really happy that those are in there. And they're fall colors, orange and yellow, those are fall colors, just with the purples and the whites and the blues, maybe not so much, more springy in my opinion. Nothing complicated, nothing that's really hard to grow either. Just some cute tree plants to have outside throughout the fall, winter, and spring. Not the alyssum though, that's not going to be here in the springtime, unless it reseeds, that is. Anyways, that's gonna do it. I hope everybody's doing well. Don't forget to like the video, it helps a ton. I really appreciate every single one of those. Thank you so much. I have all my social media linked down below, down there in the roots of the video. Follow me and I'll follow you back. I'm having a ton of fun seeing everybody's pictures on Instagram. And don't forget to subscribe. I upload multiple times a week. And click that notification bell, because if you don't, you won't know when new videos come out. Sorry it looks so messy. It's just kind of a combination of plants that need a moment to bounce back after being pulled out of those 6-packs. I'll be posting pictures and things on Instagram when it starts to look better, especially once those kales take off. That's gonna look really neat. Okay, and as always everybody, most importantly, keep on growing. Bye bye.